I'm working on what's called equanimity, which is observation without preference. Which is basically not getting all fussed about things, especially when they're like stressful and dumpster fires and shit.
Dumpster fires? Never.
Yeah, you just don't either way, and I've had people that are like, I got to pay my bills. I got this. I'm like, even if I can't, even if I lose everything I have and I only got the shirt off my back, I got family I can go live with, I don't need these. I like the things I have, but I don't need them.
Yeah, but not everyone has that ability. Some people, if they slide, they will just legitimately end up living in their car.
I've done that. I've been there where I have lived in. I'm telling you, my dad he owns this environmental waste disposal company, and I slept. I didn't have a house. I didn't have anywhere to live, and I slept in where there's rats, and I slept in the office, and there was barrels of oil and waste product that are in the other room in this warehouse, like CrossFits. I'm talking rats in the ceiling, and I slept there for a week. When I didn't have a place to stay.
But that was a week.
Yeah, I know, but then I pulled myself up in my bootstraps and I went out and figured out a way.
Yeah, but not everyone gets that opportunity.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but the thing is,
to be fair, Justine,
having a positive attitude means that you see opportunities where there are.
You're conventionally attractive. How many people are just willing to do shit for you because you're conventionally attractive?
Okay. All right. I don't want to seem out of touch because I am aware of my attractiveness, but at the same time, I believe that partially where the attractiveness comes from is the fact that I have a good heart and it shines through and it comes through because your eyes are a window, basically not to your brain directly. And I think people do
that's part of the package, but
because I'm nice and that makes me beautiful.
Well, I'm circling back to how many people want to you without ever hearing a word you have to say. How many people will just do nice shit for you because they think they're going to get a chance to you if they do nice things for you?
But I got to use what I got.
I'm not saying it's a negative in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying it's not equal footing. It's saying,
not, but I never said it's equal footing. The thing is, you got to use the feet you have.
Not everyone has shit.
But the thing is, you got to use whatever the fuck it is you have.
Some people don't. Some people are just genetic mistakes, and someone should have not pulled out and not put them in this world.
Well, man, that's a harsh statement, and I'm not going to say that to anybody. You don't belong here on this world. But, some of us, some of us have to work harder than others. Some of us do. And I have the benefit of being genetically fucking gifted and fucking smart as shit. And I'm able to figure out things.
Right.
And I'm lucky. I'm fucking lucky, man.
Well, yeah, all that shit's lucky.
But at the same time, I understand that I'm lucky and I'm grateful for it every day.
Right. I'm not saying any of these things are negative. I'm just saying you have to acknowledge.
I absolutely acknowledge, and it's not fair. Life was never promised to be fair.
Well, fuck no, it's not.
About use the shit that you have to your advantage, make the world a better fucking place than when you left it. Do no harm type shit, right? Be a fucking good person. Be nice because you'd be surprised how far you will go. Like I've had people that I don't talk to that have never seen my fucking face. Do you know how far people will go for me on the phone on customer service because I asked them how was their day? And they said, you're the first person all day that has asked me how my day was. And those people did not see me. They don't know what I look like. But they were willing to go and put the extra mile and they're willing to do things.
You're showing them respect.
But I'm conditioned to do that regardless of whether or not people want me or not. And that's the thing.
Well, I'm not saying all you have to offer is people want you. I'm just saying.
But that's what I focus on. I don't think about the other side. And maybe I should. Maybe
I'm not saying
be aware of it.
You should be aware of it. It's not something.
I am aware of it, but it's not something I even. Something I would say value, but it's just not something that I really even like to bring up because it's something that maybe I am a little, maybe not ashamed of the fact that I have these advantages, but I am like aware that other people don't have those advantages.
Yeah, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
Well, it's not shame, but it's more just like, oh, that sucks for you, and I don't want to seem out of touch and like a total bitch for being like, I got lucky, man.
Yeah, guess what?
It makes my life easier in some ways.
Are you upset that you can't fucking play ball like LeBron James?
No. Right. And I play basketball. I am elbow height, so that is not a good place for me to be.
Right, but that's the thing. You're not upset about, but you understand that the man is genetically gifted. He can fucking play basketball.
Absolutely.
It's not fair. Guess what? Life's not fucking fair.
No.
You should take every advantage that you are fucking given.
Life was never supposed to be fair.
No.
That was never part of it. That was never a given.
No, life is
Life is supposed to be, there's opportunities.
There's opportunities, but life is also ridiculously cruel. Like, I'm not talking
That's why we're here. That honestly, I don't believe in fucking hell. This is hell.
Well,
I believe we're here in hell.
And I'm not even just talking about like with humanity. Look at like the rest of living creatures. If you are not faster than the guy next to you, you could end up a meal.
Darwin, it's
Right.
survival of the fittest.
Right. It's survival of the fittest.
We are aware of, but it's also survival of the lucky and where you end up, because, if you happen to be genetically gifted in an area or a location where it's advantageous to you to be a white, colored bear rather than a spotted bear, and you happen to be in fucking Russia where there's snow, versus if you were in a more tropical environment. So it happens to be a little bit of luck and a little bit of genetics.
Oh,
epigenetics as well. So
all of it. It all comes together. But
I think it's fascinating. And at the same time, like if we're talking about like other people and how people can use this stuff to their advantage, a lot of it is letting the fuck go and not being upset that LeBron James can play basketball better than you, and not being upset because just because I am better at doesn't make me better than. And at the end of the day, that's what I try to take away.
Well, for sure. But that's all attitude. There are some people that act like better than, that is completely undeserved.
Well,
and then there's
only so many things that you can control in this world, and your attitude is one of them. I happen to have very good sales training. You can control your actions, you control your attitude, you control, like how you focus and prioritize your time. But I mean, why have a shitty attitude? I was on set today, and the director's like, I have 2 happy people on set. He's like, it's really weird. I'm like, as opposed to being miserable? That's why would you? That's just stupid. So that doesn't sound. I'm not saying that's stupid. That's terrible. No, I'm saying that's not a way that I think would benefit me.
For sure. Well, at the end of the day, it's still work, and some people are just never happy at work.
No, that's the thing. I kept telling the director, I'm like, we're not going to work today. We're just going to have fun. It's not going to be work. And he's like, whenever I have to put this big camera on my shoulder, it definitely hurts my shoulder, and that's work. I was like, okay, well, I'll give you that. And for me, when I'm having to have sex for 30 minutes straight, and I don't get a break, I mean, that is definitely work. But at the same time, if I'm present in the moment and really attuned to my environment, it's enjoyable, and I don't even consider it work. So that's the thing about it.
But not everyone who shows up on set has the same attitude.
Well, to change your fucking attitude.
For sure. I'm not saying their attitude's right.
I understand other people have that shittier attitude, which is just foreign to me. And also, I'm teaching you how to have a better attitude. You make a fucking choice.
Oh, for sure. It's the same thing when people are like, oh, that so-and-so, caused me. No. You decided to have a response.
That's why in recovery, as I drink my fucking alcohol drink, I did rehab. I was in rehab a couple months ago. But in recovery, we use I statements, right? I did this, not they did this to me, or, oh, this person did this. No, I chose to put myself in the situation, and this happened, and I felt that this person did this, whether or not that was true. Feelings aren't facts, right? So it's about taking agency over your own way that you describe the universe and the way that you take responsibility for your own actions.
100%. And that's one of the biggest problems with societies. People are too quick to blame others for their own reactions.
So I think it's also a lack of, we call it this one recovery dharma, this one program is similar. It's not like AA because it's non-secular. Wise speech, right? So it's a matter of education. Because, I talked to my mom, I talked to my aunt, and they're like, oh, your Aunt Stacy's mean. I'm like, Mom, don't say it like that. She's like, well, she is. I'm like, Mom, you're a bitch. Mom, you can be bitchy at times when you're not in a good place. What's the difference between those 2 statements?
One's a definitive statement. One is a situational statement.
Yeah, one characterizes a persona, one characterizes a person, one characterizes a behavior.
Yeah.
Right? So instead of saying, okay, she is mean, say she can be mean at times because it'll come from a place of hurt a lot of times. And hurt people, and it comes from pain. So, and then when you change the way that you phrase things and when you speak with wise speech, then you're able to kind of show yourself grace and show other people grace in a way that opens up lines of communication.
Well, and also, more people need to take a step back and recognize that, not everyone's shitty behavior is from a malicious place. It is.
No, don't take it personally.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is when people are talking to me, about me, even if it's not about me, Like even if it's about me, right? It's not about me. And if it is about me, it's in relation to themselves.
Well, and circling back on the dating front, when people are like, "Why didn't so and so call me?" Because it probably doesn't have shit to do with you.
And also, even if like they wanted to call you back, maybe they're scared and they put their little tail between their dick because they like are emotionally unavailable because they got hurt from like some person 5 years ago, has nothing to do with you. And they're
Absolutely.
too fucking scared to like do anything about it. So you know what? Why am I wasting my time thinking about this person? I'm gonna go in the hot tub and watch the stars and
Well, because people just internalize that shit. They're just
let it go. Mel Robbins.